Even now, I'm not sure if this story is worth telling. There's no dramatic twist, no tragedy, no miracle. But sometimes the things that change us most happen quietly, in moments no one else notices. This was 3 years ago. I had just graduated from university. I had a degree, but no direction. My days blurred together. I woke up late, scrolled through job listings, and closed every post that demanded at least 3 years of experience. My family never said much, but their silence felt heavy. That day, I had gone to a job interview. I wore my best shirt. As I answered the questions, I could hear my own uncertainty. When it ended, I already knew the outcome. In the elevator down, I looked at my reflection and thought, what am I even doing? I went to my usual bus stop. The air was cold, but calm. Everything was grey. People sat with slumped shoulders, faces blank, staring into their phones like small escape hatches. I sat down on the bench. After a moment, an elderly man sat beside me. His hair was completely white, neatly kept. He wore an old but clean jacket. His hands trembled slightly. A small, worn notebook rested on his knees. He looked at me and smiled. Buses feel slower than usual today, he said. Normally, I would have given a short reply and ended it there. But something in me was already cracked open. Yeah, I said. Everything feels slow today. He nodded. Some days refuse to hurry, he said, no matter how much you push them. We sat quietly. The wind rattled the sign beside the stop. Then, without planning to, I spoke. Today wasn't a very good day. He didn't interrupt. He just listened. Unlucky days, he said eventually. I know them well. He touched the cover of his notebook. Sometimes, a single day feels like it's carrying the weight of an entire life. That sentence landed exactly where I was hurting. I feel that way too, I admitted. Like everyone else is moving forward and I'm stuck. Being stuck, he said gently, is sometimes part of moving forward. He asked my age. I told him. He smiled. That's good, he said. It means you still have time. People underestimate that. He opened his notebook. Short lines. Dates. What's in there? I asked. Memories, he replied. The ones I want to keep, and the ones I'm afraid to lose. Then he added, when you're young, you think life is made of big moments, big decisions, big victories. But later, you realize life shaped you through small moments. The bus appeared in the distance. We stood and boarded together, then sat apart. I watched the city slide past the window, feeling strangely calm. At his stop, he stood and looked back at me. Today might be a bad day, he said, but that doesn't prove you have a bad life. That night, I was still unemployed. The next day too. But his words stayed with me. A week later, I got a job. Not a dream job, but a beginning. Months passed. Life didn't become perfect, but it moved. Last month, I saw him again at the same stop. This time, no notebook. I walked over. Do you remember me? I asked. He smiled. The young person with the unlucky day, he said. We talked briefly. I had to leave. Do you still write in the notebook? I asked. He shook his head. Not as much, he said. Some days aren't meant to be recorded. They're just meant to be lived. As the bus pulled away, I saw him still waving. And that's when I realized what changed my life wasn't a big event, but a few quiet sentences spoken at a silent bus stop.